Hey y'all, it's your girl S Nova Universal Donor, and welcome to S.E.T. Oracle, still at Empress Tarot Oracle. Welcome to the set. What set? Full set, all 10 nails. I didn't want to keep y'all long because it's a little later than what I normally get on here with y'all. So we just gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna hit y'all with the big picture deck. And depending on what we get out of this, we might go into the details, but we're going to keep it straight up G. Collective read. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't interpret shit. All signs included. Timeless read. Father God, Most High Ancestors, I ask that you grant the collective the serenity to accept things that they cannot change, the courage to change things that they can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There's a reason behind me being so quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if you live in the South, you kind of know why. But if you don't, it's all good. Don't even trip. So, let's get it. Curiosity marked the cat. So somebody got into something and got their ass handed to them. Somebody F-A-F-O. They messed around and they found out. Retrograde. Retrograde is a noun, a degenerate person. Review, reconsider, revise, realign, revisit. Pause and take a look at who you are. Allow yourself to feel and heal, moving backwards. So somebody needed to reconsider their options and they chose not to. They were curious and they decided to move forward with something and messed them up. Strangers spoke on your name. So people were speaking on you because somebody didn't want to take a step back and look at who they are. And somebody got curious and they killed all of that. They deaded all of that. So now whoever was talking about you or speaking up on your name, they have to self-reflect because now they're in the hot seat. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's probably a couple of people, a group, perhaps. Somebody who was the brains of the operation, somebody who was young-minded, so they was going to do whatever everybody else was doing, and somebody else that was just radically impulsive. Curiosity milked the cat. They decided that they were going to take this step forth, and now they have to revisit or reconsider their actions. A hard head makes a soft ass. STD. Somebody's trying to trace back where they got maybe a spiritually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted disease. Now, when I say spiritually transmitted disease, they're trying to figure out exactly why was I so mad? As a stranger that doesn't even know this person, why was I so quick to jump on the bandwagon? Why was I so quick to be a part of all of this? Because what they did got them messed up in the end. You feel me? Year of the Monkey, Metal, 92, 2004, 2016, 2028. Somebody could have been born in 1968, 1980. Something could have happened during autumn. The monkey is the 12th animal. 12 is karma. 12 broken down is 3, which is acknowledgement and expression. And it can also be attested to the 3rd house, intellect, communication. So something is being seen. It's being seen. Everybody is getting exposed for being a part of this group. It's almost like monkey see, monkey do. If they jump off a bridge, will you jump off the bridge too? Obviously you will, because you didn't even know they didn't even know you. And they spoke on you, and now they have to reflect and revisit because by being a part of this group, being curious enough to be a part of this group, that messed them up, whoever this group is. Somebody set it up. Somebody else was immature about it, maybe in their feelings, so they were an easy go-to, and then somebody else didn't even care. Who knows why they did it? Avenue. broad road in town or city, a way of approaching a problem, making progress to something. So somebody used a bunch of strangers to come against you. Somebody thought that they would get what they wanted by having strangers speak on your name, but now these people are reflecting and realizing a hard head makes a soft ass. Now they are sitting up there with this group and having an STD, which is possibly a sexually transmitted disease or a spiritually transmitted disease, because one monkey don't stop, no show. They're getting karma. They're getting karma for speaking on your name. Whoever this person is and or persons are. Pig. Immature. Yeah. Somebody that was definitely emotionally inept. Somebody that was definitely immature. They didn't know what they were doing. They were inconsiderate. They wanted wealth. They wanted to, have a laid back life. They pretended that they were caring. They did all of this for some type of fortune. They pretended to be kind. They worked hard at this. They didn't have the intellect, but they had the social backing, which was their avenue to help other people speak on you when they didn't even know you. But like I said, they FA'd and FO'd. Thank you very much. This group wanted to seem like they were something else, wanted to seem like they care. But if you care about anybody, why are you speaking bad on them? Like, fuck wrong with you people? Like, bro, this is what I don't understand. Strangers spoke on your name. Why don't y'all ever do y'all research? If you do your research, you'll never have to worry about these kind of things, because you already know what's up. Like, people be weird. They just follow behind somebody because of whatever they say. Oh, that's my friend. That's my this. That's my that. Man, look, it's 2025. It is. It's 2025. If you are still following behind people blindly without doing your research, use a dub. Use a dub. Use a dun-dun. You feel me? You ain't worth two flies smash. You don't deserve to be here. You're a monkey see, monkey do ass motherfucker. That's who the fuck you are. Like, for real, for real. Ain't nobody finna sit here. In this day and age, you mean to tell me you gonna follow behind somebody just because you ain't finna do your research? Do you not even know how people set their friends and family up? Oh no. Maybe you do. But you know what a lot of people think? It won't happen to me. It won't happen to me. And then you end up being the monkey. You seen that movie? The movie The Monkey is something. Because that monkey never hit any of the intended targets. That monkey spent years trying to hit the person that it was intended for. And guess what? Still never hit it. Stop playing. Y'all gotta be smarter than this. There was enough time. Yeah, there was enough time. There was enough time to reflect back. There was enough time to do their research and figure it out. And it's making me think they may have had months and or years to be able to fix this. But they didn't want to, because they wanted to be a part of a group. They wanted to be a part of something big. They wanted to be laid back. They wanted to have wealth. You get what I'm saying? They wanted to pretend that they were kind. They worked hard at this. They don't have that level of intelligence. They wanted to be a part of the social party. They wanted to be a part of this force. And at the end of the day, now y'all sitting up here and y'all stuck. Y'all are all messed up. Spiritually or sexually, because y'all all decided to be monkeys in a barrel. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. This is terrible. This is terrible. Because why? Why would you do it? Why? You don't know. They didn't know you. They didn't know you. But they took this avenue. They took this avenue. It could possibly be money involved. I don't see nothing that say it. But what I am seeing is that they got something out of it. Wealth. Yeah, it's on this card. So maybe there was money involved. They wanted to live a paid life and all that other bullshit. So they decided they was going to speak on you and didn't know nothing about you. Man, if you don't get the fuck... Bro, look. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit too gangsta for this. And when I say gangsta, I don't mean street gangsta. I mean intellectual. What I'm saying is, when I look at stuff like this, I see an injustice. And you ain't going to shut me up about it. You ain't going to shut me up about it, because if it's not facts, then prove it. If I'm lying, then prove it. Straight like that. Straight cheese, bro. Like, let prove it. Prove that anything that I'm saying is wrong. Because you as the collective, you know it. The karmic, if you're watching me, you know it. You know how you get down. Like, stop playing with these folks. If I take one more drink, somebody decided that they were going to be a part of the group. They decided they were going to be a part of the group, and this was their karma, because you shouldn't have did it. You knew you wasn't supposed to do it. If I take one more drink, you didn't really care. You didn't really care. Not even like collective. It's not that they didn't even care about you. They didn't even care about themselves. That's why they out here assed out. But guess what? One monkey don't stop no show. They all came up against you. Maybe to try to give you a spiritually transmitted disease, which in my mind is like to mentally mess you up. But they ended up getting a spiritually transmitted disease or more to mess themselves up, because they decided to be a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. Ain't nobody gonna play with y'all. Like, man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that jazz. True strength lies in action, not arrogance. Exactly. They were extremely arrogant. They were extremely arrogant. They thought because they held a certain rank, that they could make other people do things to you, that they could make other people go against you. And you want to know something? Let's call a spade a spade. They did. They did. They made other people go against you, but guess what? Curiosity murked that cat. They fucked around and they found out. With your goofy ass. The one thing that is so irritating to me is an adult that can't think for themselves. How are you your age and somebody else has to tell you to go left or go right? Like, what? Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me you done spent your entire life monkey seeing and monkey doing, and letting somebody else tell you how to live your life? Somebody else has been in control of your life. And you want to know something? This is why certain people don't take accountability. Because somebody else told them to do what they did. Therefore, they feel like it's not their fault. No, it is. We all got our own minds. There is no free play without free will. So the fact that you let somebody else take control of your life and you want to blame everybody else, nah, baby. Nah, baby. Your ass should have been smarter with your monkey see, monkey do ass. Stop playing. Expired contract. It's over. Thought there was enough time. It's over, baby. It's done. It's done. And now you got to think about everything you did. You got to think about every single thing you did because you thought you had enough time. And it is over. And they can't handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. I'm going to do a 5x5. It's people out here, bro. It's people out here that did so much, and they will not take accountability for the things that they did. Because the moment you do, thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. And when you actually speak it out loud, it is real. You can think about something and see it around you, but some people believe that as long as they don't say it, as long as they don't acknowledge it verbally, it is not happening. Baby, word magic is something, my G. Word magic is definitely something. And you know what word magic is? Saying what it is. That's what word magic is. It ain't no hocus pocus or whatever. It might have been at one point in time, but we are living in a different age. Word magic is saying what it is. If you see a thief and they know they a thief and you say to this person, you're a thief. They could think they're a thief. They could know they're a thief, but as long as they don't admit to themselves that they're a thief, then they're not a thief. But the moment that they do, it is real. It is real. And that is real. Self-realization, self-actualization. It is very, very much different from just somebody being able to accuse you. Accountability is a mother, baby. And a lot of people can't take it. A lot of people can't take it. A lot of people can't take it. A lot of people will go to their grave not being honest with themselves. Because they still want to have this optimistic idea of life. Because they feel like anything can happen. They don't have to be accountable. They don't have to be accountable for who they are spiritually. They don't have to be accountable for being a follower. You feel me? They don't have to be. A horse is a horse, of course. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But guess what? They got to sit back and they got to review. They got to review all this. They got to look at exactly what they did. Somebody gonna need some protection, and they may not even get it. They might not even get it. They gonna need something though. They gonna need something. Because they knew what they were doing. These people that spoke on you that didn't even know you, they knew what they were doing. This was all planned. Stop playing with folk. But you were good. Because you had the faith of a mustard seed. Because you already knew. You already knew. You were on your way to something bigger and better. Approaching a problem, which was these people, and making progress. And you had faith. You had faith. You had faith. Riches to rags. Whoever these people are, they ain't about to have shit. They ain't about, like, I be quoting my mama so much, bro. I swear, rest in peace, mama. They ain't about to have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And if you really want to know what that means, look it up. I ain't finna tell y'all. Look it up. And they used your family to do it. They used your family. They were that arrogant. They felt like with your family on their side, they had enough power to do this against you. They really did. What attorney just came out, lawyer? Everybody's about to need legal representation. Everybody. Because it is what it is. It is what it is. Contract management, insure complaint. Because they thought they had enough people behind them. I'm looking at the colors. They thought they had enough people behind them to get this done. They thought they had spiritually got so many people on their side with they monkey see, monkey do asses. And now they need something else. Now they need something else. Because ain't nobody finna play with these folk. Nah, I ain't finna lie to y'all. I can't remember what this means. Oh no, I do remember what it means. Board of Education. They thought that by approaching these people and trying to educate them on who you are, they would go through with it. And guess what? They did. Strangers spoke on your name. They used people that didn't know nothing about you, and they educated these people on you to do this shit. They did. They did. They did. Possibly an uncle or aunt, somebody like that. Rooster. Organized. Direct. Opportunity Hunger Force. Yeah, they organized this shit. They organized this. They did it for real, for real. So they could get some money, some good fortune. And they pretended to be kind, hardworking, but these people ain't got no intelligence. They just want to be a part of a social class that they could never be a part of for real. Stop playing. Ugh. Filth. These people are filth. And yes, when I am reading, I do get upset. I do get upset. Because there's too many good people in this world, they gotta hide their goodness. They gotta hide their goodness so they don't be hurt. And guess what? When you have to hide your goodness, you can't help people that need you. I think about people like Mother Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi. If they would have hid their goodness, they wouldn't have been able to help all the people that they did. Nelson Mandela, Maya Angelou. They done went through some stuff too. But if they would have hid who they are, they would have never been able to help as many people as they did from generation to generation to generation. Sometimes you got to stand with your chin up and your chest out. But when you got people coming at you like this, it's hard. We're in 2025. People are not that strong these days. We got too many distractions, too many things that make us socially conscious, too many things that mess with our self-esteem, too many things that make us doubt ourselves with media and all of that type stuff. You feel me? So it's harder. But that's what these people wanted. Whatever goodness you had in you, they didn't want you to share it with anybody else. And that's how they could always keep you bound. So we're gonna get the details real quick. These people ain't never have no good intentions. They knew who you were. They knew who you were. And these strangers that spoke on your name, they was just in it for money. But guess what? One monkey don't stop no goddamn show. And now everybody's messed up. Everybody's messed up. And I ain't just talking, STD don't just mean sexually transmitted. It can mean spiritually too. Because they drank the poison. Whatever they were trying to tell you, they listened to it one too many times. We're going to talk about it on both ends. I ain't never going to be the one to just say it's something sexual. Nah, baby. Sickness can be mental too. Let's talk about it. Sickness can be mental too. Set up to get you fired. And it's in reverse. Strangers spoke on your name. Avenue. Yes. They use people to mess you up behind the scenes. They use people to mess you up behind the scenes. The letter O. Retrograde. Somebody has to review, reconsider, revise, revisit. Didn't we have an attorney and a lawyer already come out? Somebody in the legal system done messed up. And people are looking at who they are. And it's the same color. People are looking at who they are. This person is under review with a crooked ass. They could be facing prosecution. They could be in debt. They might be trying to even negotiate a plea deal so they don't go to jail because they got people to speak on your name, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Zoom court hearing, and you didn't know anything about it. Strangers spoke on your name. These people could have spoke on your name during video, phone calls, pictures, anything like that. They could have did it out of the way to where they didn't necessarily have to go to court. They probably just could have wrote a statement. You get what I'm saying? Monkey see, monkey do. Monkeys in a barrel, bro. Strangers that spoke on your name. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, what's up? Excommunicate. Oh, now all of a sudden, none of these people want to talk to each other because they thought they had enough time, and the time is up. Now all of a sudden, they're all trying to disperse, but they all set you up to get fired. They all did it. They all did it with a legal official. They all did it. STD, what's up? The number you have dialed is no longer in service. So whoever set this up is not talking to nobody. They're not trying to have no phone calls. They're not trying to talk to nobody. Whether it be spiritual or sexual. You can't reach that person today. You can't reach him today. What's up with the monkey? Web. One monkey don't stop no show. Monkey see, monkey do. They can track everybody back to this attorney. They can track everybody back to this attorney. And it's almost like every case that this attorney may have had could possibly be under review. Because you crooked, bro. You crooked. They took a chance. They literally took a chance to try and frame somebody and thought they was going to get away with it. Nah, you can get by, but you don't get away. Because karma always spins the block. It may take months. It may take years. Whatever. Karma always spins the block, my G. I don't care. Everybody has to pay their karma. Everybody. You could be a good person now, but you know you might have done some shit in the past. And you done paid for it. And if you accept it and took your L and been accountable, you know what I'm talking about. What's up with Avenue? Petty Bird. Somebody thought that they would be able to have people online gossiping, cyber stalking. And it's like these people, the people that they used are connected to whoever this legal official is. It could be possible that this legal official may have hired some people to even do this to you. Gang stalk you. Make fake pages about you. Talk bad. All of that. Like, bro, this is corny. This is corny. What's up with the pig? Third eye. They knew. They knew. No, as a matter of fact, you knew. You knew what they were doing. You knew what they were doing against you. But you were still kind. You still worked hard. You kept your intelligence. You didn't trip. You did not trip. You already knew what was up. You already knew what was up. And the fact that you already knew what was up, that's why people are disappearing. There was enough time. Stolen inheritance. They thought that there would be enough time to take something from you. Now, inheritance doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be just your destiny or your future. Your desires. You get what I'm saying? If you was about to be a doctor and somebody messed up your credit to where you couldn't pay for school. Or somebody said something about you to where you got expelled. You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing. That is the same thing. And I'm realizing I got a lot of pink cards out here, bro. This legal official who was petty as hell is connected to whatever is taken from you. And now they're trying to excommunicate themselves from all of this because they ass is under review. Because they thought there was enough time and time is up with your trifling ass. Ugh. Everybody can find the monkeys. If I take one more drink, what's up? Premeditated, yeah. They thought there was enough time to do this. But time is up. This was all premeditated. They thought they had plenty of time to do this. To try and take somebody out. When I see excommunicate with all of this, they were literally trying to have somebody in exile. Have somebody in exile so they could do this. It was premeditated. It was premeditated. True strength lies in action, not arrogance. Go DJ. Yeah, that's my DJ. They thought that nobody would figure out who was involved or who was the head of this. That's what it was supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to be. Somebody who was in the background trying to excommunicate you from everybody premeditated this, and they thought nobody would find out who they are. They thought nobody would ever find out who was the producer of this mixtape. Stop playing. Stop playing. Expired contract. What's up? Icebox. Now they out in the cold. And they don't want people to know. They don't want people to know that they did this. They don't want people to know that they did this. They don't want people to know that they did this. But they do. People know who it is, and that's why they're leaving them out in the cold. But they're not. They're trying to act like they're fine, and they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. Somebody really sat up here and premeditated your downfall with a legal official. And to be honest, this ain't even about the person that orchestrated this. It's more so about the legal official being tied to all of this, and they cannot get out of it. So if the legal official is going down, the DJ is going down too. And they can't separate themselves from this because it's all together. It's all together. It's all connected via social media apps, group chats, all of that. It's all connected. It's all connected. Baby, you cannot separate yourself from anything that you did with an illegal official or the legal system because it is all tied together via internet. This person thought they were hiding through the internet, but no, the attorney connects you to everything. And you know it.